grew up in a big city, but I went to the Catholic school because that's what our family did, which pissed me off because what I learned in Catholic school was sit down, shut up, do what you're told, look good for others, and when need be, look the other way. So, like, the big problem is black folks want to hate all the white folks, and I'm not trying to make everybody, because I know not everybody's like that, but really maybe you should start looking at the people that really make the decisions for them, like the cops, the judges, the lawyers, the real scumbags of Europe. The ones that wear their suit and tie, they're above the blue line.
Most whom are not colored. Now, here's the deal.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I've been fucked by white people myself, so I certainly know what you're fucking going with. But it's not the ones below the blue line; it's the ones above the blue line. It's a real line problem. And
Fair enough.
If we had that conversation, I think we could really and truly come together and stop the hate. Because I'll be honest, I feel bad. There's a lot of hate out there, and the young ones especially. I didn't.
Well, that's why I wanted to reach out and give you a call, because I didn't like what I saw. Like, I didn't even, usually I like and comment to each of those comments, but I felt like I don't know how they're going to feel about how you responded to this. But my question for you is, on a scale from 0 to 10, how did I treat you fairly? Did I do a good job just basically moderating this conversation?
I think we did well. I think one of the things we both have to realize is I think most of us want to talk more and listen less, and we probably should do it the other way around and listen more and talk less. And that goes for both of us.
So what would you rate it? What would you rate on a scale from 0 to 10?
I'll be honest with you. I'm happy you gave me my chance, because honestly, now you know me. I just want to make people think. I don't mean to come across as an asshole, but sometimes.
Have you ever said the word, just in summary, have you ever said the word nigger in your life?
I already told you. Yes, I have. But
okay.
not in.
When's the last time you said it?
I don't even know.
Like, even amongst your friends.
But I put
like in private. When's the last time? Like, is it a month ago, a couple of days ago, earlier today?
No, not recently. But I'll give you this. I owned a real estate company. In 2000, and I'm going to guess somewhere between 2006, say 2005, 2006. And I had a girl that worked with me that was a Cape Verdean, and she had 2 kids with a black guy. So they were multiracial or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. But my daughter and I babysat her kids while she went out. We did everything for her. You know, she was a single mom. I tried to give her some space. My daughter would go over and babysit. We never, ever, 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 ever had any racial issues at all. No problems between us. I even brought her out to, I don't even remember, Chicago for seminar, because I wanted her to get trained on a certain program that we were using. So I even paid for her to come out to Chicago. And, again, great friends. I think my daughter took care of her kids while we were here for 3 days in Chicago. And one day, a guy in my office, white guy, I was stressed out. I don't know if you've worked in real estate, but some days get a little stressful, especially when you have a few deals and they're having problems.
That don't go through, yeah.
Well, I had a lot of deals pending at the time. I was stressed out, and just a bad day.
You're saying all of this to tell me when is the last time you said the word nigger?
Yes. He said something to me. He asked me to do something, and I already had my hands full, and I had too many things on my plate. And I turned around, and I said, do I look like you're, and said it. Now, to a white guy, I said it.
Do I look like you're a nigger? You said that to a white guy.
Yep.
In 2006, 2007.
Yep. And she got mad at me and made a big scene out of it, and I put her right in her place right there and said, please, don't go with the race thing there, because it didn't have nothing to do with race. I don't even want to hear it. And she was offended. And
Wait, how does that have anything to do with race, though? You said I'm not your nigger.
I said,
what do you define as a nigger? What is nigger?
An ignorant person. Now, let me tell you that story.
Okay.
I
know that's okay.
When I was a little kid, I told you I went to a Catholic school, so I had...
How many ignorant people do you meet every day?
Oh, today? There's a lot today.
So you meet a lot of niggers, both black and white. You meet it. Why don't you use the word nigger then?
Because I can't. It's not acceptable. And I'm going to have enough respect, but I have a little problem that it's okay for one and not the other, like my first comment on that thing. The owner of Houston. He had the First Amendment right, whether it's asinine to say or not, his First Amendment right says he has the right. So I look at it like everybody that's offended by his words, they really don't believe in the First Amendment. Because he has a right to be a jerk. He has a right to be a vocal jerk and let everybody know that he's a jerk out loud. We're getting offended by it. We're talking race every time. We never talked about race for 10 years. Now we're talking about race
for 10 years.
Statues.
Oh my goodness! Just because you haven't used the term nigger in 10 years doesn't mean the world hasn't. Are you paying attention? That would be like me if we was to just go around and call white people crack ass cracker. Like if I just called you today and I was like, "What's up, cracker?"
I've been called. Hey, I've been
that would
called
be an issue.
Hey, I've been called it, and I laugh. Honestly, like you don't even know.
You've been called a cracker or a cracker ass cracker?
I've been called everything. It doesn't like I grew up.
What's the worst thing somebody's called you as a white person besides a cracker?
For me, I don't like being called a pussy.
Well, yeah. Okay.
And that's probably going to cause a fight. Or at
but
least
those
we're
are
going to have
pink,
a little
though.
conversation. What?
Those are pink, though.
And then down in the olden days when we grew up, my family was from East Taunton, and there was a section in East Taunton that was I don't even know what to call it. It was so long ago, but it was a section where they said that families inbred. It was in East Taunton was a small part of Taunton, and this section happened to be in East Taunton, and it was only one little neighborhood. But all of us.
Do you find cracker offensive? No,
not really. You got the right to have any opinion you want to be.
But
you can't make me.
So cracker doesn't mean. Do you know why people call white people crackers?
No, I don't. I really don't even care. I would hope that we don't start our relationship like that, but if that's the way it has to start, we'll see how it goes. Again, I judge everybody I don't have no problem with anybody's feelings.
Have you ever referred to a black person as a boy?
No, but...
Or boss? Do you ever make a black people call you boss?
No.
Okay. All right, well, I'm pretty much done.
I coached football, and I had a lot of black kids, and I never ever had a problem with anything, and I treated them all the same. I'll be honest with you. I had to give up coaching junior football because I realized that if I would have went one more year, I would have been hung by the parents because when we first started coaching football, no parents were at the game. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all the parents are there telling us how to coach. Oh, you can't be rough on my little boy. No, you talk to him out of... It was crazy, and it wasn't black or white thing. It was certain parents felt like you couldn't say anything. They had to protect their kid, so I had to step away. My kids were all mad. My kids were all mad that I stepped away, and I was kind of rough on them. Like out of all the 4 teams, I was the worst coach, and kids would say, "I want to play on Mr. Duchamp's team," because they want to be pushed. Kids don't have that kind of sensitivity that we have now. Today, we're sensitive about everything. We're fighting about everything. It blows my mind. I don't want to fight about it. I hope if you do put this out to people, I hope they just realize one thing. My racial line is the blue line. That blue line sucks. Those are the pawns. I don't believe they deserve to die. You said it earlier, nobody deserves to die. So I don't believe they deserve to die either. Okay? But they are actually pawns today. They're not... there to protect and to serve. They're there to revenue generate. And then all the scumbags that are above them, those are the problem. And they come in every race, color, and creed.
What's
That's
your
the
favorite
problem.
genre of music?
What's that?
What's your favorite genre of music?
What's my favorite? Music?
Yep.
Rock.
Okay.
Actually, I probably should say Christian music. Let's put rock second now. Cause
Do you listen to like what type of Christian music? Like, is it like
90.5? It's Las Vegas.
Ooh, or is it like upbeat?
No, upbeat stuff.
You know about Kirk Franklin?
Huh?
Donnie McClurkin?
No, not really.
Marvin Sapp?
I've heard of them.
You ever heard of Chance the Rapper?
No.
Do all black people like watermelon?
I couldn't answer that. I do.
Do all black people like chicken?
I can't answer that either. I do.
Okay. All right.
Well,
I'm good.
how would I know that? How would I know that? I mean, I know my dad used to eat chicken all the time, and he's 84 now, and he won't eat chicken no more. I don't know.
Is he black or white?
He's white, but I don't know how he didn't want to like chicken anymore. So
is
how would I know?
O.J. Simpson black or white?
Well, I think he's black.
Okay. You ever heard of Jay-Z?
Yes.
What do you think about him?
Not a fan.
Why not?
Just not. I'm probably his ego, I guess. I don't know enough of them, but I mean, I'm not going to tell you that I don't know enough of them to have an opinion. I'm not a fan.
Okay,
he's never done anything to get me to move towards him. So, you know what I mean?
Excellent. Man, that was good. I'm good to go.
What do you do for work?
Basically this.
Wow.
But never to this. I've never done this before. I just want to be honest, we're connected. And I still think I don't agree with everything that you think, but I think that a lot of what people perceive you to be, I think this will give people a better perspective, a better view of you as opposed to what is written. They still may disagree and they may not like what you said, but I believe that this conversation, this will give them a clearer view of who you are and how you feel about this topic.
Good. Let me finish with this then. I respect whatever opinion they feel like they need to have on me. I don't want to change anybody's opinion. Basically, what I just told you is my opinion, period. I don't have no ill will towards anybody. I'm really bummed out about President Obama being our first black president and being such a failure. And I don't mean that. Again, not a failure that he didn't fail as a black man. He failed as to me, he's the enemy. And I mean that. Like, I really do mean it. Huh?
He's a lot of things, but not the enemy. I mean, come on.
But
no. He didn't do a lot of things.
I told you straight up.
I told you straight up. That's terrible.
I don't want you to give it to me. I told you straight up. I have no problem with your opinion. My opinion is he is the Muslim enemy. And he is a radical Muslim.
I didn't even know he. Just
catch on when they're coming after the Statue of Liberty. When they start talking about taking the Statue of Liberty down because it's offensive, then maybe you guys will finally catch on. And I want you.
You have to stop saying "you guys." You have to.
No, because it's your group. I don't even mean it. I don't
What group?
Yeah, you guys, your group. You're gonna share this with your group, right? I don't mean.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I'm saying. You have to be more clear with your communication, because if I just let you go, people, when you say "you guys," they're thinking you're talking about just
I think
black. You're talking about the group, like on the people who are in that conversation.
That's right. I think you're filter.
Because you're throwing them up when you say "you guys," because I've never commented.
No, because you're going to
I didn't get into the conversation. That was hundreds of other people.
I don't even
getting
know
into the conversation.
To be honest with you, I don't know who was
Okay.
talking. Like, I don't
I'm
know.
glad we just came to that conclusion because you would have been like that would again not give people the best light to see you, and it
No, it's
wouldn't have
your
been
group.
accurate. I
Your
got you.
group's going to listen. Your group's going to listen. That's what I'm calling you guys. It's nothing to do with, again, I don't even look at it like that. I